Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to YCP sessions. So, in the last few classes, we were discussing about some of the important concepts in the first unit. We discussed about Panchakoshas, Panchapranas, Shat Chakras, and then we discussed how glands are present and how they are associated with each and every chakra. So, today we will be moving on to the next topic. So, let me share the screen. Well, now we are moving to the next section in the same unit. So this section is about gurus and yogis. So till now, we have gone through what are the important concepts of yogic philosophy, or important things which a yoga teacher or a yoga instructor must know according to the yogic science, or yogic education, or the yogic principles given in Vedas or Upanishads. So whatever till now we have listened is all about what is Hatha Yoga, what is Ashtanga Yoga, what are Shat Chakras, then philosophy of yoga we have gone, principles of yoga, Shat Darshana, so many things we have learned. Now, based upon all these things, so these are all like preparation. So many things we have discussed since last 2 to 3 months. Based upon all these things, there are some gurus who followed some of these techniques. So the people who have learned all about this, who have gone through Vedas, Upanishads, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, some people they followed this and they have become gurus. And some people they become disciples to the gurus. So if there is a guru, definitely there will be one disciple, that is student. So in this context, what is meant by guru? We should be able to define. So now the next concept is to understand different gurus and yogis in our India. Before knowing, we should define guru. Guru. Gu plus ru is equal to guru. Gu means darkness. Gu means darkness. Ru means to remove that darkness. A person who removes the darkness or ignorance of a person, of another person, is termed as guru. So guru is a Sanskrit term that defines anyone who is a teacher, guide, or master of certain knowledge. A guru, he could be a guru of Bharatanatyam. He could be a guru of Kalakshetra. He could be a guru of music. He could be a guru of a kind of art. He could be guru in whichever knowledge he has acquired. There are many, 64 kalas are there. So out of these 64, each and every person, one person might be good at something, one person might be good at another thing. So guru is nothing but a person who is known as a teacher, guide, or master. So as I said, gu means darkness and ru means light. Guru is a person who removes the darkness or illusion with divine light of his knowledge. So a person who has some knowledge, and if he is removing the darkness, that is illusion from another person, then he is known as guru. For example, a simple example. So when we go to schools, in each and every school, every class will be having some teacher. A third class student is there. A third class student, when we ask him, do you know who is the president of this India? Do you know where is the agriculture land which produces grain, or which produces maize, which produces wheat? He might not be able to answer the question. But every class has some teacher. This teacher will be teaching some subjects. For example, a class might have a social teacher, English teacher, science teacher, maths teacher, etc. When a student goes into the class, he doesn't have any knowledge. Knowledge in the sense, he doesn't have that much subject knowledge. A social teacher, when he walks into the class, for that particular period, he will be having some syllabus. He will be explaining about agriculture lands, valleys, plains. Then when the student listens to his class, he would be able to understand. Until that point, before coming to the class, he doesn't know what is meant by agriculture land. He doesn't know in which land the wheat is growing. But when the teacher says, he has removed that darkness, right? He has removed that doubt. So one way, when doubts are getting clarified by the teacher, which is own knowledge, then the teacher could be termed as guru. But nowadays, it is very sad to say that many people think that they are gurus, but guru is a very, it's It's a very big term to call the normal teachers. It is only given to a person who has real knowledge. Nowadays, everybody calls themselves a guru. That is another point. Now, in Indian traditions, guru is someone more than a teacher. He is more than a teacher. He is actually a figure to the student, a Mahan figure to the students. A student thinks of the guru as a very big personality, great personality. He thinks that when I go to the guru with my question, the teacher will answer, and he also removes doubts from his mind. So that kind of persons are very rare to find out. But as per the definition, this guru should act as a counselor who helps to improve values, who helps to shape the values of the student, who imparts his experiential knowledge. Whatever the knowledge the guru has gained, he will be giving that knowledge to the students. He will be giving literal knowledge. Literal knowledge means what he has studied. Experiential knowledge means what he has gone through, his own experiences. And also he sets himself as an example. He sets himself, for the student always aims, I should become like my social teacher. I should become like my maths teacher. So he gives a source of inspiration, how to become, how to lead the life, who helps in unfolding the spirituality of the student. So how a guru is defined, he should be a counselor, he should help in shaping the values, he should impart his practical knowledge, experiential knowledge, and theoretical knowledge, and also set himself as an example in a life, giving inspiration. So the Sanskrit definition, Guru, Gu Shabda Sattva Andakaraha Syat, Ru Shabda Sattva Nirodakaha. Guru Shabda Sattva Andakaraha. So Gu means it is darkness, Andakaraha, darkness, whereas Ru Shabda is nothing but Nirodakaha. So darkness is removed by the Guru. So what do we mean by lineage? Lineage is nothing but Guru Sishya Parampara. Correct translation is Guru Sishya Parampara. In the olden days, in India, we used to have Gurukulas. You might have heard about Gurukulas. There never used to be schools, etc. So in the olden days, even time immemorial means back to some 100, 200, 300 years where kings used to be there. Everyone used to follow Gurukulas, where a guru used to be there. He used to impart his knowledge, not only in one subject, different subjects. So many subjects used to be there. And there used to be, you all know, there never used to be a school kind of structure. Guru used to sit under the tree with his disciples. Each and every disciple, he know who to impart what. Based upon their capabilities, he used to teach him. So one person might be very good at Dhanurvidya, one person might be very good at Ayurveda, and whereas one person might be very good at drawing. So the guru identifies the skills and capabilities, then he will impart his knowledge from him to the student. So when a guru has excelled, as of now, we know that guru is a person who has very good knowledge, who is an expert. When this guru gives his entire knowledge and he prepares one more person exactly like him, then this person will be known as the disciple of this guru. He has given his entire knowledge. After giving his entire knowledge, this guru will tell this particular Sishya to gain more knowledge, and he will tell, see, I have given you the entire knowledge. You need to gain some more knowledge. For this, to gain that particular knowledge, you go and meet some other guru who is sitting at some other place. You please go there, do Sisharika for that particular guru and gain that knowledge. So here, this disciple, he will become the direct disciple of the first guru. And then when he goes there, he also becomes the disciple of that particular guru. So ikkada lineage ante emi ledu, Guru Sishya. For example, Swapna student 1. Student 1 ki inkoka student disciple ga vastaru. So one after the generation of the generation. So this is known as lineage. This is very much important in our yoga system, because there are many different schools of yoga where each and everyone follows different disciplines of yoga. Now, in our Indian tradition, we treat Guru as God. Guru is someone who has already met God. That's why the disciples always treat Guru as God. They are the incarnation of the God. Deva Swarupam or Daiva Swarupam. Guru is nothing but an exact replica of God. So always they treat Guru with utmost respect. So the Guru Sishya tradition or the Parampara, it denotes a succession of teachers and disciples in Indian origin religions such as Hinduism, Jainism, Sikhism, Buddhism. Go to any religion, we see so many gurus. Each and every guru will have a parampara where many students will be there, many disciples will be there. And it is always said that Guru is the living ideal of a perfect person and a human example to be emulated. Many people, they often look at the Guru. Nowadays, many of the youth, they look at their hero to become like that. But in the older days, they always, people used to think of their Guru and they used to think them as their supermodel, and they model themselves. They would, after modeling, after thinking Guru as their model, they used to reach to that particular ideals. The Guru awakens the spiritual energy in the disciple, and he also provides illumination for the disciple to see with his inner eye. That is nothing but the Guru raises questions for the student. He just plants some seeds in the mind of the student so that the student can think about spirituality. He just simply won't say that you go and do this tapasa, you will get God. That is not the right way. He just instills small questions. He would ask a simple question and then he will ask to think about it. So this student, when he keeps on thinking, then a desire comes to him to find out what is this, why I am here, why my Guru has asked this question. So then the spiritual energy is awakened in the disciple. All the spiritual knowledge was transmitted by means of Guru Parampara. So usually till now, all the olden days, knowledge from Guru to Sishya has transferred in the form of Guru Parampara. It is transmitted directly from the Guru to the disciples. There is B.K.S. Iyengar. B.K.S. Iyengar Guruji, he is teaching yoga. Okay, he is also one of the famous person. Krishnamacharya is there. He is also a teacher who is teaching yoga. Both of them teaching yoga. Ramdev Babaji is there. He is also teaching yoga. All three are teaching yoga, but the way they are teaching yoga is little bit different. The way they are following the principles of yoga is little bit different, but all three are teaching same yoga. So Ramdev Babaji has his own tradition in teaching. B.K.S. Iyengarji has his own tradition, whereas Krishnamacharya has his own tradition. So these three people are different people. These three have their different personalities, and these three have different gurus. So that's why they started teaching yoga in a different way. That doesn't mean that these three are teaching, they are not teaching yoga. All three are teaching, but they have added their own flavor to it. For example, B.K.S. Iyengarji, he emphasizes on alignment. Alignment is very much important when we do asanas. Whereas Krishnamacharya ji, he teaches yoga, but where pronunciation, mantra chanting is very much important in Krishnamacharya style. Whereas in Patanjali style, Ramdev Babaji style, he emphasizes more on doing regular practice of yoga. He won't emphasize on alignment. He won't emphasize on mantra. Whoever it is, which religion it is, don't bother about chanting mantras. Don't bother about alignment. Whatever you can do, just do it. So Ramdev Babaji is the first person who has introduced yoga in masses. Masses in the sense, until that time, we know the fact that in India, many people understand what is meant by yoga. But on masses ante ఒక్కసారిగా లక్షల మందికి at one time teaching yoga to so many lakhs of people with the platform of TV was started by Ramdev Baba. Neither B.K.S. Iyengarji, neither Krishnamacharya ji has taught yoga in this way. B.K.S. Iyengarji has taken yoga to the foreign countries, to the West. Krishnamacharya ji, he has taken yoga to the Western, but not that much as similar to B.K.S. Iyengarji. Krishnamacharya ji was always emphasizing on healing with mantras, whereas B.K.S. Iyengarji, he wants a person who can't even do Trikonasana to do Trikonasana with the help of blocks, with the help of belt, with the help of the bed or whatever it is. So he was successful. He was successful in preaching or in teaching yoga to Westerners with the help of biomechanics, with the help of anatomy. So he has given so much emphasis on there. So here, what we need to remember is in each and every lineage, from B.K.S. Iyengarji, his daughter Geeta Iyengarji is there. Again from Geeta Iyengarji, Prashant Iyengarji is there. So there is one line, hierarchy is there. So each and every guru is different, their lineage is different, their tradition is different. But guarantee is that each one of them transmit their knowledge to the Shishya. So this transmission should not be diluted. So one, if I am following B.K.S. yoga, if I am following Krishnamacharya ji yoga, if I am trying to learn from the direct disciple of Krishnamacharya ji, this particular disciple must share the exact principle of yoga. He should not change the principle. He should not change the principle, but he can deviate. Deviate in the sense, he should not deviate. He should be able to teach that, but with simple variations, but he should not exactly change the subject. So there should not be any dilution. So there are many gurus. The first guru which we are going to learn today is Patanjali Maharshi. We all know Patanjali Maharshi. He is known as the founder of Ashtanga Yoga or the creator of Ashtanga Yoga. So Patanjali ji, Maharshi Patanjali, everyone, whenever we ask who is Maharshi Patanjali, we say that he is the founder of yoga, classical yoga, and he has given a book known as Patanjali Yoga Sutras. What many people doesn't know is Patanjali Maharshi was also called as Gomerdhya, Gonika Putra, Naganada, Ahitapati, Fanibrut, Seshahi, Karnikara, Padakara. These are the different names where Patanjali was called as. So you just remember those names. Out of these, two are important: Ahitapati, Seshahi. These are the two names by which Maharshi Patanjali was also known. And he is famous for three treatises. Three treatises means three granthas or three concepts. They are Samavidya Nidana Sutra, Yoga Sutras, Mahabhashya. Three main books are three granthas which were written by Patanjali: Samavidya Nidana Sutra, Yoga Sutras, Mahabhashya. Again, in some of the books, if you go through the history, it says that Patanjali Maharshi used to have one branch of studies in Samaveda. So they used to say that there is a Shaka, Patanjali Shaka in Samaveda. And one person says that in one of the books that Patanjali school of thought is seen in Yoga Sutras. So we can only see Patanjali Maharshi's thoughts only in Yoga Sutras, but not in other books. And this Patanjali Yoga Sutras was interrupted by Maharshi Vyasa. That means we usually think that Patanjali Maharshi has given the Yoga Sutras where he has given the entire definition of yoga. But it is also a fact that Patanjali Maharshi has written the Patanjali Yoga Sutras after interpretation by Maharshi Vyasa book. Whatever Maharshi Vyasa has written, it was interrupted by Patanjali Maharshi. Then he wrote the Patanjali Yoga Sutras book. And there is also a fact that Vachaspati Mishra, there is one other person known as Vachaspati Mishra. He has taken the shlokas, 4/10 shlokas of Vyasa Bhasha, and then and that the 4/10 sloka of Vyasa Bhasha of Yoga Darshana. We also know that there is Yoga Darshana. So in his interpretation, that is Nyaya Vartika Tatparya. Nyaya Vartika Tatparya. So he has given his own interpretation. In that context, he recollected the name Patanjali. These names might be very confusing for you. These are all not necessary, but it is in your book. That's why I have given. So here what they are saying is there is one other person, Vachaspati Misra, who has given a commentary on Vyasa Bhasha. So the same one which we discussed here, Maharshi Vyasa has given Bhashya ante em ledandi commentary. So Vyasa Bhashya, this was taken from Yoga Darshana, and it was also interrupted in Nyayavartika Tatparya. So here the name of Patanjali was given. That's what they are saying. And also, as we say, we said 3 books, right? Samavidya Nidhan Sutra, Yoga Sutras, Mahabhashya. And there is also a claim that Charaka Samhita of Ayurveda was also refined by Maharshi Patanjali. He is saying Maharshi Patanjali has refined, not written, has refined Charaka Samhita of Ayurveda. And there is one other historian who is, he says that Krishna Charitra written by Samudragupta. There is a book written by Samudragupta, the king Samudragupta. He says that the great sage Patanjali added some yogas in Charaka. This Chakrapani, Punyaraj, and Bhojadeva. These 3 are kings' names. Chakrapani, Punyaraj, and Bhojadeva. Many writers consider that Mahabhashya, Yoga, and Charaka Samhita written by one person, that is none other than Maharshi Patanjali. So what they are saying that Krishna Charitra, a book which was written by Samudragupta, he says that Patanjali has added Yoga Sutras in Charaka book. That Charaka book is nothing but Charaka Samhita. And 3 rulers, Chakrapani, Punyaraj, and Bhojadeva, says that Mahabhashya and Yoga Sutras were written by one person. Mahabhashya, Yoga, and Charaka Samhita. This was proved by an historian known as Max Muller. If you have gone through some of the social books, you might have heard his name, Max Muller. He is a historian. So Max Muller extracted a content which asserts that writer of Yoga Darshana and Nidana Sutras is one. This is all background of Maharshi Patanjali. This entire slide is saying that Maharshi Patanjali has not only written Yoga Sutras, he has also redefined, or he has also knowledge on Charaka Samhita, that is Ayurveda, and also Mahabhashya. Let us go for what exactly is that. So we know that 3 points you need to remember. Patanjali Maharshi has not only written Yoga Darshana, that is Yoga Sutras, he also knows Ayurveda, that is from Charaka Samhita, and also Mahabhashya. Mahabhashya is nothing but grammar. So from this, what we can understand is Patanjali, with his work, he has not only purified mind with yoga, that means with Yoga Sutras, he has purified the mind of the human being. He has purified the mind of an individual. With the help of Ayurveda, he has purified the body, and with his work on Mahabhashya, that is grammar, he has purified the speech and language. 3 things. Patanjali, with his work on yoga, that is Yoga Sutras, purified the mind of the humanity. With his work on Ayurveda, purified the body, and with his work on grammar, purified the speech language work. So 3 things have been purified. So the Patanjali, in one of the oldest books, it has been found that the Patanjali, who is the author of Mahabhashya, he used to live in Kasi Mandal, that is now known as Varanasi, and he is the last saint of Munitraya. Munitrayam ante ముగ్గురు మునులలో ఇతను లాస్ట్ అని చెప్పబడుతుంది. And Patanjali is the highest honorable personality after Panini. If any one of you know about Sanskrit, Panini is known as the father of grammar. So after Panini, Patanjali is known as the second highest person. By interrupting Panini Vyakarna, that is a grammar book, he established himself as a genius. After going through Panini Vyakarna, Patanjali also become almost equivalent to Panini saint. The famous King Bhoja complimented him, saying that Patanjali was not only a physician who treats physically, he is also a psychiatrist. That means he used to treat mental problems also, that is mental health. He was also considered as an incarnation of Seshanaga. So there is one bit, usually it comes in our questions, who is incarnation of the serpent god? Maharshi Patanjali. So Maharshi Patanjali, if you get the image of Maharshi Patanjali, you can see that upper body, half body will be man, and the lower body will be of the snake. So that's why we say that incarnation of the Sesha Naga, that is Avatara of serpent god, that is Adi Sesha Naga. So that is about Maharshi Patanjali. 2 questions you need to remember, that is his names, and also you can also remember that Charaka Samhita, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Mahabhashyas were written by Maharshi Patanjali. He is the incarnation of the Sesha Naga. Now next move on for the second guru for today's class, Sankaracharya. So Sankaracharya or Adi Guru Sankaracharya, you might all hear those who have born in India. So Sankaracharya is considered as the incarnation of the god Shankara. Shankaruni Mahaswarupame Shankaracharya అని అంటారు. So శంకరుడి అవతారమే శంకరాచార్యుడు అని కూడా అంటారు. He was born in the century AD in Kalladi village. Kalladi, ఇది కేరళలో ఉంది. So it is situated at the banks of the river Purna in Kerala. His father's name was Shivaguru and his mother's name was Subhadra. He was born on Vaishaka Shukla Panchami. He was the only child of his parents. And he took sannyasa diksha at the age of 8 from Swami Govind Bhagavad Pada. You have to please remember this name. Swami Govind Bhagavad Pada was the guru of Shankaracharya. And Shankaracharya has written many books. Some of these books are, he has written commentaries on some of the books, Brahma Sutras, Upanishads, Saririka Bhasha, Gita Bhashya, Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Trisati, Pamchi Karanam, Shiva Manjari, Ananda Lahari, Saundarya Lahari. So he has given so many books. He has written commentary in the sense going after one of the grantha and writing his own interpretations. That is known as a commentary. And he is the father of Advaita philosophy. Shankaracharya was the pioneer. Pioneer means he was the leader for the concept of Advaita. So Advaita means Jnana. So you might have heard of Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, right? So Advaita is nothing but almost related to Jnana Yoga, that is the wisdom. He always insisted on to achieve inner purity. So every person should have inner purity so that his eyes will be clear to see the external. So when he is clear, when his mind is clear, then only he can reach to God. That is his main principle. When the inner layers gets purified, the truth reflects in the soul. He says that decision of an impure and intellect mind and dirty mind are surely deceptive. If your mind is not clear, whatever you do, you might be too much intelligent, but if your thoughts are not good, then your mind will be very dirty. Whatever you are trying to do, that is like cheating yourself. So always have purity in your mind. So attaining pure knowledge always leads to happiness. That is ultimate bliss. So what we said, Advaita is nothing but Jnana Yoga. Jnana is nothing but knowledge. Always attain pure knowledge. Knowledge could be gained by Swadhyaya, reading books, or having experiences, or meeting with the other people. So whatever the path you are going to choose, your mind and heart should get purified with knowledge. And Advaita philosophy is also known as absolute monism. Please understand, please underline this. Advaita philosophy is also called as monism or absolute monism. Monarchy anantare, single. So it states only one thing. There is only one truth, one reality, that is pure Brahman. So it believes in monism, that is only one person, only one thing, only one truth, one reality, that is God. All others are embodied souls. That means we are all embodied anante అందులో నుంచి parts దైవాంశ సంభూతులము. All beings are embodied souls. The soul or Atman is essentially the same as Brahman. We are all similar to him. We are all reproduced from him. We are all reflective of God. We are not able to see the oneness, and instead we think multi-attitude. We think we are all different, but all are same. Nama, Rupa. Only our Nama, Rupas are different, but we are all same, belong, and we are coming from one person. Why we are thinking we are all different? Because of our avidya, because of our ignorance. Once this ignorance is gone, we realize our true nature, which is exactly similar to the God. When we are going to remove our avidya or ignorance, once we reach to the moksha. So moksha are the ultimate freedom, that is freedom from birth, life, death, rebirth cycle. Usually every person goes through this. Once we are breaking this cycle, that is freedom from miseries and sufferings from human life, you will know the truth. Then you will go and merge with the Brahman. So this is about Shankaracharya. One other thing you need to remember is Shankaracharya Guruji has visited all parts of India to promote and establish the significance of the Vedas, and he has promoted the concept of Advaita wherever possible. And this Advaita, I just said you, Advaita is nothing but absolute monoism. It is also called non-dualism. Opposite of monarchy is duality. Monarchy anante ఒకరు, duality ante iddaru. So ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నాం, కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ అద్వైత, ది కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ నాన్ డ్యుయలిజం. డ్యుయాలిటీ అంటే ఇద్దరు, నాన్ డ్యుయలిజం అంటే ఒకటే. సో ది కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ అద్వైత ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ అబ్సల్యూట్ మోనిజం ఆర్ నాన్ డ్యుయలిజం. అండ్ హీ హాజ్ established 4 mats. 4 మఠాలు కట్టారు. We have to remember their names. He established 4 mats in entire India. So one is in the east. In the east, Govardhana Mutt in Jagannathapuri in the east. Saradha Mutt in the west, also known as Kali Mutt. Jyotir Mutt at Badrika Ashram in the north. And Saradha Mutt at Sringeri. This Sringeri Mutt is also known as Sharadapet. You might have confused here. Sharadha Mutt at Dwaraka is known as Kali Mutt. Saradha Mutt at Sringeri is known as the Sharadapet. Okay, these are the 4 mats. Govardhana in Jagannathapuri, Saradha Mutt at Dwaraka in the west, Jyotir Mutt at Badrika Ashram, and Saradha Mutt at Sringeri. These are the 4 mats which were constructed or which were started by the Adi Shankara Guruji, so that he can unite all the religions and all of them wants to, and he wants everyone to believe it Advaita concept.